Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
And excavation and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Colin Sensagreen. We've got Uncle T-Bone in the house today.
Yeah, he's down there somewhere eating lunch. He loves JR's too. And pretty good crowd here for lunch today at JR. So come check them out if you can't make it for lunch. Make dinner plans here to come to JR's. The weekends are awesome. It's a place to come and watch a lot of college football coming up. Starting tomorrow, I think Iowa State and Kansas State kick off in Ireland. So how about that? It's a little odd. Did you see the bar in Ireland? They had the Iowa State flag out there, and then they had the state of Kansas flag out there. They're like, okay, that's not really Kansas State, but I guess it could be. That.
They don't know any.
They don't. They got an A for effort. I'll give them that. So, but glad to be here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. It's always fun. They've been a longtime partner of us here on the show, and man, the food is outstanding, and it is like the place to be during football season. So many TVs to watch and place to come hang out with your family or your friends. It's a great environment.
Oh my gosh, there are so many TVs in here, so I can guarantee every single game is going to be on, and no one's going to miss a single thing that happens. Because if you're watching one on one screen, the other game's on the other.
No doubt. So much to talk about here on the show today. If you didn't catch the podcast this morning, obviously Braylon Womack, 5-star number 1 safety in the country, number 13 player in the nation, according to 24/7, committed to Auburn yesterday. Big pickup, bumped Auburn up to number 35 in the nation in recruiting. Only 13 commitments now, but the last 2 have been really, really big. Jace Matthews and now Braylon Womack coming from the state of Mississippi.
We've talked about how important it is to get some of those higher ranked recruits, and with how it's been going just in this summer so far, Auburn has struggled a little bit when it comes to recruiting and the way that they have been recruiting. And so getting these 2 guys is a big pickup for them. And now it's time of maintaining that verbal commitment until December throughout the season, and possibly even being able to flip a few guys and bringing them to a few of the games this fall, winning some games for Auburn to entice people to come to Auburn.
Right. Still some work to be done. Going to have to get 7 or 8 more commitments, I believe. It's going to be a smaller class this year, but I definitely think Auburn moving in the right direction. And, of course, the transfer portal will definitely play a big part in that. We do have comments. We'll get to it, Mike. I wish I could bring you a cheeseburger. They are really good, though. So come on out to JR's and grab you one. John, good to hear from you as always. We'll also talk about some depth chart. I know you and I have talked about the depth chart for Auburn for a while now, but moving into game week, what is that going to look like? Who's going to be the 2 deep, the 3 deep? We'll kind of go through that. Talk a little bit more about what Braylon Womack said and why he decided to go to Auburn. I mean, it came down to Ohio State, Florida. Really, he kind of jumped in there as the challenger against Auburn. But, it comes down to relationships. And I know there's more to it than that. But really, you hear a lot of these kids, and some may say, it's just what you're supposed to say. But I truly still feel like relationships matter when recruiting college kids to a particular program. And he talked about, you just don't pick a team because they've won national championships over the last 2 or 3 years, or they've been at the top of the peak. There's more than that. And of course, Auburn's trying to get back to that faith, but there's more than just what's on the surface a lot of times. And again, TJ Rushing, he's recruiting his rear end off, and Coach Durkin on the defensive side, if you're a defensive player in this country right now, you're looking and going, hey, Auburn's a place I can go and I can get coached up to get to the next level.
Look at the guys that we have right now just on the defensive side. We've talked about how young they are and how much use they're going to get this season. And even when we were talking over the past week at practice and talking about some of the guys, they have the opportunity to rotate and switch some guys and go back into the second strings and be able to get the right amount of snaps and not feel like they are giving in or going any lower in the talent, because everybody is so useful. And so, yeah, just listening to Braylon though talk about how the purpose for him to go to Auburn is deeper, and it's what his mom was saying, that, you know, God's going to call you somewhere and you have a purpose there. And something about Auburn, everybody says, feels like family and feels like a community.
Right.
And I think some of those things that the coaches are, you know, showing them is that maybe just the way that they can actually use them. And Auburn is proactive in showing the guys right now and how young they are and how some of these freshmen coming in, how well they've developed, that, hey, this could be you.
Right.
So they're active in that sense.
And, you know, the final piece to all this is getting the wins on the field. I mean, I really, truly think Auburn is doing everything that you're supposed to do if you're a championship program. I mean, the facilities, you know, the fan base, you know, they sell out tickets once again this year. And, you know, not many schools and universities have a fan base, if they've been on a 3 or 4 year losing streak, is going to sell their stadium out. And, you know, the fans continue to show up. And, you know, I really like this coaching staff. I think they're doing all the right things, and they are building the roster. I mean, the roster obviously is way better this year than it's been in the last 3 or 4 years. Maybe the best roster we've had since 2017. So everything is right except getting the results on the field. And that's why it's so important for this final piece of the puzzle for a lot of people that really love Auburn. You and I have been out talking to these recruits. You've sat down with them, and off the air, most of them go, man, I love Auburn, but I've got to see where we're going with this coaching staff. And they're just waiting for Auburn to break out. And I think, man, you're going to see like a snowball if they do.
I mean, that's what the hope is right now.
Right.
But again, just the how things are going to play out on the field, when we've said that, just like you with the puzzle pieces, at this point, when on paper we have the roster to do what we think we can do and what we've seen in practice, and now it's the coach's turn to execute the way that these guys should be able to. I mean, you go and you look and see how Bo Nix came into Auburn and how he wasn't utilized the right way. He wasn't coached the right way. Plays were not being called properly. And then he goes somewhere else where it did work in his favor and it did work out for him. And that's what you don't want to see with the guys on this team. You don't want to see them at Auburn not being successful and then going somewhere else and being successful.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened way too much lately. And even coaches. I mean, look at Kenny Dillingham, what he's doing at Arizona State. Look at what Rhett Lashley's doing at SMU. And no, they weren't head coaches at Auburn. They were assistants. But, you know, they've moved on and since been very successful and taken both of their programs to the playoffs. And just a lot that you can say about multiple coaches, multiple players that have moved on to do things. So it's time, again, and it starts a week from today in Waco, Texas, against Baylor. I was on the Gary Harris show this morning, and he's like, does this game feel more pressure than a normal opening game? And I said, yeah, it does. I mean, because of what this is leading into. Right. This is what you're coming off of. You're coming off of 4 years of a losing record. Now, you went to a bowl game in some of those years, and you lost that bowl game to give you a losing record, but still, you have not finished the season strong in the last 4 years, and you've gone through a couple of coaches. So now it's time, third year for Hugh Freeze, and nobody wants to win more than he does. Nobody wants to win more than these coaches, and I can promise you, as much as the fans want to win, nobody wants to win more than the players. They're the ones that practice every day, busting their butt, trying to do the right things, trying to to be perfect on every single thing. So when they get on the field against another team, everybody will be able to see the fruits of their labor.
Really, again, the way that we've seen them practice and the way that we've been there, even for just a few, you see how hard some of these guys are working. And I would say most of them.
Right.
I really would. And the ones that aren't, you can tell who's getting onto when we're there.
Oh, absolutely.
Who knows what it's like when we're not? Because and there's a select few, there's not very many, but a lot of those guys want to go out there and they have that confidence and mentality of, we want to prove everybody wrong.
Right.
We want to prove people wrong of Coach Freeze and what he's actually able to do, because that's our coach. Y'all don't get to say that about him. So now we have to go out there and prove to y'all what y'all are saying, that's not right. And I think that's a really, really good mentality from them.
I know it was just a few months ago, but it feels like it was years ago when Hugh Freeze came off the golf course in Birmingham and said, I know what the expectations are at Auburn. We got to make a bowl game. And everybody melted down. We talked about it on here, and it was like people were going, does he really understand
what he just said?
What we're doing at Auburn and what – no, the goal is not to make a bowl game. And probably more than ever, making a bowl game doesn't prove anything. Like, you can have a losing record and go to a bowl game. Auburn's expectations are way higher than that. They are to compete for conference championships and to make the playoffs. Now, I know we haven't done that in quite a while. We haven't ever made the playoffs, but the goal has never changed at Auburn. The goal is to be an elite program. They're, historically a top 15 program in the country, and it's time for Auburn to start playing like that again. If you look around the athletic department, the baseball program, the softball program taking a step in the right direction, the basketball program obviously is top notch. Just everything seems to be clicking, and the biggest missing piece has been what goes on over there in that stadium we call Jordan-Hare. And so we added new national champions to the rafters. They've already been added. Boy, that's been a fun topic all week. So we might even talk about that a little bit more here on the show today. But so much going on, and we're here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. We're going to go ahead and take a break for TV, so everybody stay right where you are. A lot more coming up right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauceball box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Here they come! More big transport trucks full of new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $12,750 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until November at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz. 45 minutes left in the show today. We are live on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Brett and Faith here with you. Again, comment away. We'd love to hear from you. Our program is brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith, Construction and Excavation, and
Sense Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sense Green.
And it's nice and cool in here in JR's.
It is.
It is not nice and cool outside right now.
It's warm, that's for sure.
And high school football tonight is going to be really, it's going to be watching for cramps and for both teams tonight.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of pay attention to that. But some breaking news there. I'll let you kind of tell everybody.
Yeah, just got something on Musco Entertainment upgrades with they're doing new enhanced lighting and effects technology inside Jordan Hare and Neville Arena starting 2025 through 2026 athletic year. So perfect timing for football. And they're basically just going to be able to have new the lighting system. We just had that new light show, and that's already cool. Think about how that being enhanced there. So
I didn't know you could enhance that anymore.
No, I didn't know either. And so they're really excited to be uniting on the traditions that Auburn has in those stadium and at the arena. So I think it's going to be really cool, like projections, lasers, custom scenes, effects, and show programming.
Right.
I mean,
I hate to say this way, but it's just the truth. That place is already, both places, now basketball, obviously, the product's unbelievable. But football, I mean, that product's second to none, and we ain't been winning. Yeah. Imagine what it would be like if we're competing for championships in there.
We had that rapper come out. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And the light show.
It's crazy.
That's one thing that we've been missing is having the night games where
Right.
we can have those light shows. And
Wasn't it the guy that did the swag surf?
Yes,
I mean, wrote that song?
Yes.
Yep.
And all of a
Yep.
sudden, I remember we were on the end zones, and all of us looked at each other when the DJ disc, whatever,
Yeah.
it went down, and we were all like, "Are you for real?" Like during this time, wasn't it the Oklahoma game?
I think it was.
And we're like, really?
It was a Oklahoma game.
And then all of a sudden,
And we found a way to blow it.
and he came back out, and all of us were like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's crazy."
Place was electric. I mean, again, would love to see a winning product in the stadium again. That would be very, very nice.
But that's 2 new, or I guess 3 at
Well,
this
then you
point.
got the Jumbotron. I mean, he talked about the new Jumbotron that everybody's
You've
going to be
got
watching.
the Jumbotron, you've got the Yellowwood on the field,
Yeah.
you've got the championships, and now this.
Just keep adding stuff. It's going to be
Wow.
a completely different place in there. Over the next couple of segments, what is Auburn going to look like depth-wise? Because we are within 7 days of the game, and we've kind of broken this down. We kind of have a good idea. There is no official depth chart out there. We've kind of made our own depth chart out of different things, and I haven't been shy about saying that Jordan Crawford, I think, is the next guy off the bench behind Bobby Jamison Travis at nose tackle. Obviously, Amaris Williams is going to be backing up Keldrick Fall. There's certain positions you kind of know who's going to be coming in, but on the flip side of that, who's going to be your guys at linebacker? Who would be the guy coming in behind somebody in that secondary if a Jay Crawford went down, let's hope not, or a K and Lee? What would happen if Sylvester Smith went down? Who are those? What does that look like? So many playing well back there, so that's interesting. But let's just start with the obvious. And we've talked about this till we're all blue in the face. The quarterback position, Faith. I was asked on Gary's show this morning about Coach Freeze's comment about playing 3 quarterbacks. I mean, it just really, he's not expecting to play 3 quarterbacks. He was asked, could we see? And of course, when you say, could you, I guess, yeah, technically you could, depending on what situation happened or whatever. But optimally, realistically, you're not going to see but one quarterback unless you see Deuce Knight come in a role, in a specific role, maybe a 4th and short, trying to he's a bigger, taller guy, maybe to try to get a first down that way. I'm just speculating because I don't know. But I think it's very obvious coming out of spring that Jackson Arnold was named the starter by Hugh Freeze, and that's who you're going to see in the game coming up next Friday.
Okay, so if something were to go down, you're thinking who's going in behind him?
We've heard mixed things, and I know everybody says Deuce Knight, but Ashton Daniels has the experience, and he's performed in, Power 5, now it's Power 4 football games, and is that coaching staff comfortable with Deuce Knight going in before Ashton Daniels? I don't think any of us know, but I think a lot of people we talk to have said if they were betting, it might be Ashton Daniels first off the bench.
Out of what we've seen at practice, which is different from what the coaches have seen, but out of what we have seen at practice, who would you rather see in? It's a broad question.
I don't know. I mean, that is a tough question. If we're talking about that, that means either Jackson Arnold got hurt or he didn't play well. I'm just going to be honest about it. So I hope we don't see either one of them right now. But if we were, and again, I'm not a coach, I would probably say Deuce Knight just from raw ability and what I think he brings to you athletically. Not saying that Ashton Daniels is not capable, but I just think that's kind of where I am mentally, and I think you're the same place, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you've kind of been there longer than I have, but I know you, along with other people, feel like Deuce Knight might even be worthy of getting the start. So, all right, but I think it's Jackson Arnold, and then it doesn't matter at that point. All right, running back room, which has been, something of debate. And it could go all over the place. I think, obviously, there's one guy at the top, and we'll go ahead and take a break here on the show. We'll come back. We'll talk about the running backs and the wide receivers and kind of what the depth looks like there, and then we'll move over to the defense a little bit later on. So everybody stay right where you are. We're live on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill today. A lot more to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Blitz noon show, brought to you every day by Sensa Green, for air that's cool and clean. Call them Sensa Green. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big or too small for them, so call on them. And Russell
Do It Center and Building Supply
Do It
Stores.
Center and Building Supply Stores. They've got them all over the state.
And this Pepper Tree segment.
You didn't even let me get there.
That's why I just-
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. In case you guys don't know, Brett and I are going to have our post-game reaction show brought to you every single post-game this fall from Pepper Tree. And we're really excited and looking forward to doing that because Pepper Tree has been such a great sponsor of ours. And we're actually going to be back there on location on Tuesday. Absolutely.
I've always wanted to go there.
And I think we're actually going to have a special guest there. I'm not sure if I can announce it yet.
Yeah, let's just wait.
Yeah, but we are going to have a special guest there. And so we're really looking forward to going there. But in case you guys don't know and you guys didn't hear us before, this is Maddie. She was our intern last spring.
Yes.
And we're really happy to have her back today. But Maddie, let me ask you a few questions about this football team so far.
Okay.
Okay, you've heard us talk a lot about this Baylor game next Friday, a week from
She's
today.
a Texas girl.
And
Never been big into Baylor though.
Okay, so
Never paid them any attention. No
A&M,
offense.
A&M
No
over
offense to
here.
Baylor.
A&M over here. That's the kind of girl. But what are you looking forward to most from last season to this season? I just told everybody about, we don't even have to go Baylor, but we have a new partnership with Musco Entertainment. So the light show and all the different like lasers and stuff are going to be enhanced, and they have a whole new partnership. So I don't know if you're excited for the home games or maybe the away games that you're going to go to. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I actually have plans to go to 2 away games. So I'm going to Texas A&M and I'm going to Vanderbilt.
Okay,
So I'm
awesome.
excited for those. I'm excited to see, you know what I always love? I always love to see the videos because they make like new ones every year. Like I feel like the first game back is
the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. And then like the fourth quarter video, like those are always a lot of fun to see. And I'm also excited that we don't have 5 home games back to back to back.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
that was draining last year.
I think you, along with everybody else, especially us that were working the games, it was a lot. Well, that's really exciting. And I know the light show that it's a pretty new thing. And so to know that it's already going to be enhanced from just the last season is crazy because I feel like I don't even know how you cannot do it.
Yeah, honestly, same. It's something. Like even my family who comes to visit, they're like Texas A&M, obviously, and they're like nothing can beat Kyle Field. But they came to Auburn and they were like, yeah, that was insane. Like that was awesome.
Well, now we're going to be having a lot more of the later games where it's actually going to be able to get dark instead of having the morning and the afternoon games. And so that's going to be awesome because the light shows then too.
Yeah, and I'm also just excited to see the team. Hopefully they're a little bit better. I feel like they will be, but I've heard mixed reviews.
Well, so Auburn's defense is a lot stronger and dominant right now than the offense has been, and the scrimmages that we've been hearing about. We haven't been able to go to any of them, but what we've been hearing, and the I want to say either the last scrimmage or the scrimmage before, the offense finally didn't have any turnovers.
Yay.
So that was a big, I don't want to say big step up, but it's definitely improvement from what we've had. And, looking forward to this season, we've got a different quarterback, and hopefully we're not going to be having more than 3 turnovers in a game or anything like that. But with how good our offense, or with how good our defense is, it's hard for our offense to pull off some of these things, because it might be the best defense that they see in some of the year.
That's true, but that's also concerning considering the SEC, almost every team has a defense that's just as good or better.
Yeah.
That's where I'm scared for them. They can't get it together.
And I don't know if you know too much about the 9 conference games.
I just saw that.
Okay. Well, if you had to choose what 3 permanent teams you play each year would be, which 3 would they be?
No. What would you pick?
So I would keep Alabama and Georgia. Keep that. I would say LSU.
Okay.
I would want them on the schedule permanently, which
that's a fun game.
Yeah, it's the Tiger Bowl. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's the best Tiger?
Yeah.
Brett and I were talking about it. I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday, but I think it was this morning, about how weird it's been not to have LSU on the schedule.
Yeah, I was just talking to my brother about that. How we don't play them this year.
No, we don't play them this year.
Last year.
Last year, I don't know.
No, I don't think we did.
And the other one I said would be Ole Miss.
I could do without Ole Miss.
Okay, Brett said Tennessee.
Yes, I want to play Tennessee so bad. I want to go to Knoxville. Oh, someone asked me a question. Have you ever been to Snow's Barbecue? I have not, but I'm from San Antonio, and Seguin just got rated #1 barbecue place in Texas. So if you're ever in that area, definitely go to that one barbecue place in Seguin. I forgot what it was called, but I've been there and it's really good.
That's good. Well, yeah, Maddie, I'm so glad that you've been able to hop on with us and be with us here. I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to have you on here a few more times.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm planning on coming around more.
Well, you have to. Yeah. And she's going to be with us on the road for our On the Road show. So more to come after this break on the Auburn Blitz show.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. A couple segments left on the show today, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores with 9 locations here in Central Alabama. For all your home building supply needs, call on them. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, no job too big or too small. They'll come out and do the site prep work for you, get you ready to go. Residential or commercial, call on J.A. Smith Construction and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier experts
for air that's cool and clean.
This show's just all over the map today.
It's free for all Friday.
It is free for all Friday. We may just have to name it that. So
we love Sensagreen, or at least I do. So
we all do, but I don't know that anybody loves Sensagreen more than Faith does.
That's right.
I mean,
she may be the new CEO of Sensagreen one day. So
it works for us.
So yeah, I mean, pretty good job there, I would expect.
Hey, well, so, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
You're enjoying what you're doing. That's great. We are so glad that you are.
Thanks.
But you know, that CEO position, Sensagreen, probably pretty good stuff there. You like installing? You wouldn't want to install. No. You just want to tell people to go install. It's like, hey, go get a carrier unit.
Now,
what are you waiting on? Even though you just put a brand new unit in, just take that out, put the carrier unit in. All right, we're having fun. Fun Friday. Fun free for all Friday. How about that?
Free for all fun football Friday.
Oh, another
that was
one.
Crazy.
God, can you say that 3 times?
Is this onomatopoeia? Right? Isn't that when you use the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was just blown away by that. Okay. It made me freeze. It was just like us walking up to.
I want to see.
You will not be seeing me nor Wade on a horse today. So Faith and Maddie will be riding the horses. Somebody's got to do the filming. So, hey, that's a good note that we're not going to be able to hang around very long after the show. As soon as the show is over for TV, we have got to jet out and get down to Crossroads to film the segment that you'll see next week. So, yeah, I mean, on the road show, everything we're doing, you'll need to tune that in. That'll be pushed out next Thursday. We're excited about that. I know these two are excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
They've been smiling all morning, by the way.
I mean, that's the only thing that could get us here this early this morning.
Wow. Okay, so the truth keeps coming out. See, it's the only thing that no horses, they ain't coming. So,
oh, we were just excited.
So-
I was playing Katy Perry on the way here because I was playing Dark Horse.
Playing Lady
oh my God.
Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah, this show, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
I
Hey,
don't know. I tried to talk to Maddie. I asked her who the team that she would want to play in the new SEC
okay, yeah.
9 conference.
What was Maddie's answer?
She said Tennessee.
I said
right?
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I said Tennessee.
Well, she said LSU and Tennessee
That's
because
one-
I told her LSU and then I said that you chose Tennessee and she was like, oh, I like both of them.
Yeah.
She could go without Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think, though, the common sense thing to do there is to go pick Vanderbilt, Missouri, South Carolina, Mississippi State, somebody like that. Because you got Alabama and Georgia built in. Why in the world would you want to bring in LSU or Florida or Tennessee or something like that? So makes sense. I mean, from a nostalgia standpoint, yeah, LSU'd be great. I told you that yesterday. So.
Yeah, no, I am really hoping.
The what?
UT would be fun.
It would be fun. There's just not a lot.
Wait, like
Texas.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We don't want them the whole time. No, we can rotate them through.
Yeah,
so
they can be in the. Well, we're gonna have to play them next year, right?
I think the way what I've heard is that they're hopping on. So we'll kind of wait and see. All right, let's talk about running backs. Damari Alston. Who would it be? Number 2 coming off the bench. I'm going to say Jeremiah Cobb right now. Don't you think?
I would say Jeremiah Cobb. Just the way in practice as well that he's been able to really show his growth, and after his injury coming back from that,
right?
He looked pretty good the
did.
last time we saw him. So I wouldn't be surprised seeing him, but also just somebody else we keep hearing is Omar.
Well, I think it's a 1A. I mean, a 2A, 2B. Darrell Robinson.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah Cobb. And I mean, I just Omar Matson's right there. I mean,
I think he's right behind him.
yeah, and I think there's a massive drop off after that. I mean, no cut against Alvin Henderson, but he's just not ready yet. Doesn't mean he's not going to be. But everybody's relying on Damari Alston to be the guy. I mean, you got to look. You can have running back by committee, but you better have a number 1 guy that you can count on. Like when the game's on the line, there's without a doubt he's the guy that you want in there.
So something we saw in practice that I pointed out to you that we both were talking about was in Damari's running game, he goes laterally.
Right.
And tries to
Cut the
outrun
corner,
them.
try to turn the corner.
And that, I think, will be his biggest weakness in gaining yards this year because he does not run forward. He does not try to break anything, and he tries to just outrun them. And I think that's going to be the hardest part for him to get a lot of yardage this year. And that's where I think Auburn fans are a little skeptical in hopefully holding on to the ball too going down. That was something else last year. But
Right. I'm going to skip wide receivers. We're going to go take a break, come back. I'm going to go to tight end because I got an interesting take on this.
Okay.
We'll come back. All right, stay tuned. One final segment coming up here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show. Yes, thank you, Valerie. That's Wade. Oh, yeah, awesome. Exactly.
That.
So, and she's an English teacher. I'm embarrassed to say that I thought I was, but well, that's for a whole nother deal. I kind of got the onomatopoeia thing just kind of caught me so like by surprise when you reeled that off. I was like,
You probably didn't think I knew what that word was, which is why you probably thought I might be using it right.
But anyway, we're not here for an English lesson, but we appreciate Valerie. We appreciate my wife. All of you that help us out here on the show. But anyway, going back to the depth chart, something I do know about at Auburn, or at least I think I might know. Obviously, Brendan Frazier, healthy. You feel real good about his chances. But I'm telling you, man, Preston Howard, the transfer from Maryland, when you look at him and what he's been able to do, his pass catching ability, maybe a tad bit more athletic. Again, I'm not trying to take a shot at Brandon Frazier. I think he is what you prototypically, if you see Brandon Frazier, you're like, that's what you want in a tight end. But so many positive things coming out of camp with Preston Howard. And again, guys don't get in the transfer portal and go somewhere and expect to sit on the bench. They want to get out and compete. And I think that's a room that we haven't talked a lot about, but we didn't have a lot of depth there. And now I think you could have two viable options. And again, not taking anything away from anybody else in the room, but let's just be honest. These two guys give you the best opportunity to put a guy on the field that can block and be able to run pass routes and not tip your hand on what kind of play you're going to run if one's in versus another. So,
yeah, with Tate Johnson, with him being on the offensive line before, when he goes in there, you're probably going to expect that he's going to.
He's not running a pass route.
That's my point exactly. So, like you just said, having them be able to do both things is going to be really interesting. And again, I mean, Preston Howard looks really good from the progression he's made just throughout the summer.
I totally agree. Look, we needed depth in that room. We need that tight end position to be really, really good. So, man, I'm pulling for both of them. I mean, you're going to need – sometimes you may be in a two tight end set.
Yeah.
You run out there in a power package. You got two guys out there. And, look, maybe you get the defense thinking, well, when you bring Tate Johnson in and you think, well, he's just going to block, maybe he does slip out and is wide open for a quick dump pass or something. You got to do something to keep it
too much in that in practice, I will say. We've seen a little bit of it, but
we're not privy to everything.
Right.
We have to leave. Yeah, we have to leave. So,
but I'm just saying, I do think, if that is going to be something that they might do, we just haven't seen him catch.
No, we haven't.
Any.
Then we did in the spring. He kind of surprised us. Remember, we saw he kind of.
That was also when Perry Thompson was.
Yeah, that's true.
Working in that tight end position as well.
How about that? Like, that is just so like Valerie. That's just kind of crazy that word gets brought up on the show, and then that story right there.
20 years later,
and y'all won trivia by knowing onomatopoeia. That's crazy. This has been one of the more bizarre shows that we've done. I'll just tell you, it's been all over the map. So
these are the most fun shows.
It has. I mean, Fun Friday, all the other stuff.
Fun, free for all.
Freaky
Football Friday.
And just keep adding stuff to this thing. All right, to close out, again, if we looked at wide receivers, to me, it's a no-brainer who your starters are: Cam, Eric, and Malcolm.
Right.
How does it look after them? You're not going to just run them out there and they're going to play every snap. I think Horatio Fields is the next guy.
That's exactly who I was going to go for next. After that, do you see Bryce Kane?
I do see Bryce Kane.
I see him before I see Perry.
Okay. And I agree. There was a lot of hype around
Perry Thompson.
Yes. And rightfully so. But if I'm looking at, where does Sam Turner work into this deal?
You could see how fresh and how young he was at practice. And maybe he just wasn't having a good practice the last one we were at.
Right.
But the last two that I was at and then you weren't, he definitely wasn't. You can tell he's still getting feel for things, and he's good, but you can see where the other guys are more experienced and developed.
I totally agree. But the bottom line is, before we get off here, is the whole room is very talented, and you got tremendous depth there. And there's not a lot of drop-off when one goes out and the other one comes in, which is very positive. So it's going to be very, very exciting to kind of see. But I think it's pretty much cemented who the three starters are going to be, and then there'll be a rotation after that. But Horatio Fields has had a really good fall camp to this point. So,
yeah.
All right, everybody, it has been a ton of fun here. We're going to sign off here. We appreciate JR Sports Bar and Grill so much for having us. here on location. And again, glad to have Maddie back with us. Appreciate Chris and Audra here at JR's. And we're going to get ready for a football game tonight. Benjamin Russell, Opelika. We're going to be heading down there very shortly. So tune us in tonight on that. But we'll be back with you next week for more Auburn Blitz programming. For Faith, I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. We'll be happy to see you next week.